Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel where skincare is all about progression over perfection because perfection doesn't exist. The truth is you're probably watching this channel because you are obsessed with skincare like me and finding new products and trying new products, even if it's not the best idea to try 10 new products at the same time. I do have a love-hate relationship with TikTok because it introduces me to so many new products, reintroduces me to products that I forgot about, whilst also just generally pissing me off because of the amount of lies and misinformation over there. But today I've got some products that, like I just said, it's kind of reintroduced me to and introduced me to. Today we have a weird kind of like airbrushing on skincare trend to try, a lip mask that's gone viral again, and UV activated sort of pimple patches that tell you when you need to reapply your sunscreen. So let's get straight into it. We're going to start off with the Too Cool for School Egg Mousse Soap Facial Cleanser. Too Cool for School, I swear, had its day in the spotlight like maybe even 4 years ago. They were huge for a really long time. I think it is more so when K-Beauty became really popular within America. But they do seem to be one of those brands that tend to go viral every couple of years, and I've used pretty much all their products, sheet masks, toners, nose pore strips, but I haven't used this egg soap, or that I can remember. This actually seems extremely popular on the Chinese version of TikTok, Douyin, I think it's called. But this is one of my favorite videos that it features in. I love this lady. I think she's great. I mean, I know she's using face altering filters, but I think she's great. I will stop it there because it goes on forever in the best way. And obviously she used a lot of that soap, but I feel like soap, it feels weird calling it a soap even though that's what they call it. But I feel like it's going viral again because TikTok viral products are all about products with a gimmick. So this looks like whippy egg, and the way it comes out is whippy. People are overly applying it too much. It's the perfect kind of mix of gimmicky but good, if that makes sense. Well, I don't know if it's good. We're gonna see. I do like all their other products, so we'll see if this kind of like lives up to how I rate the others. Too Cool for School call their Egg Mousse Soap a creamy and richly whipped cream textured mousse facial cleanser formulated with egg whites and egg yolk to gently cleanse all debris and dirt from pores and leaves the skin soft and smooth. Ingredient wise, it doesn't look like there's anything special, to be honest with you. Do I have to shake this? Caution, it may burst. Right, cool. I'm gonna shake it just because. Yeah, we have some nice moisturizing skin identical ingredient. Oh. Okay, ready? Yeah. I think that will be enough. I think she used an excessive amount. Yeah, we have some nice skin identical ingredients, you know, and the usual glycerin and ooh. It's very fragrant. It's a bit kind of like rosy floral for me. I don't like floral scents. We have actually milk protein extract and egg yolk extract, which are both kind of marketed as skin tightening, like pore tightening ingredients. Remember that DIY when people were just putting pure egg yolk, egg whites on their face? I think I did actually for a video. But I believe there's not actually much science or literature to kind of back up those claims. It feels really soft and gentle. This is supposedly for oily skin. I don't see why it would like excessively dry out anybody's skin though, but let's see. I do usually just splash off cleanser rather than wipe, but you know, the logistics of filming at a desk with water. My skin so far doesn't feel tight. Obviously I don't think you're gonna get that instant kind of like pore tightening effect from this when you're just like putting it on and splashing it off. It might be something that works long term, but again, as I said, the only real ingredients in there that would claim to do that is the egg whites. Right, I might have cleanser in my hair for the rest of the video, but do ignore it. I'm gonna up my nose by the looks of it. I can't tell if that's cleanser or just shine. I don't know. I mean, my skin actually feels really soft. Like, it doesn't feel tight or dry at all. It feels really soft to touch. My face feels nice and stretchy. It doesn't feel tight. Oh, I really like that, you know. A little bit gimmicky, but who cares? I like that as a cleanser. My skin feels really, really soft. I like this. It could be because I am more oily, especially my T-zone. So maybe if you're super, super dry, don't use it. But I mean, it hasn't left me feeling dry whatsoever. So speaking of products that have already gone viral, here we go again with the Ray Bubble Lip Mask. I believe I've used a version of this years back, before I even started like making dedicated skincare videos. So judging by the video we're going to watch, what I remember of this lip bubble mask, it's essentially a peeling gel for your lips, from what I recall, and the bubbles is just kind of like a little bit gimmicky, a little bit fun kind of thing to do, but let's see.
This is a bubble lip mask that hydrates and exfoliates your lips. Applying it on my lips. My lips are starting to bubble and it kind of tingles and tickles. It's a really funky feeling. I'm gonna wipe it and this exfoliates the lips. This is literally a piece of dead skin cells.
Ooh.
And now my lips are like new.
Don't pull your lip skin off like that. So yeah, it's a peeling gel, and judging by that video, the lady in it too knows that, you know, the bubbles aren't exfoliating. It's those little, like, it's usually carbomer or cellulose that kind of makes that build up, which you then exfoliate your lips with. Do you remember on TikTok when everybody's using the Neogen mousse? They were like, this is dead skin. It's like, it's not. That's the exfoliating part of the mask. It's kind of that again. So you're looking at the ingredients, it's got both. It's got cellulose and carbomer in, along with loads of moisturizing ingredients, but then it's got a ton of citrus extracts in, which I don't love purely because they stink. I don't get like the lemony citrus scent that a lot of brands do, because it just smells like toilet. Yeah, but also putting these on like broken and damaged skin could really irritate your lips. Hang on, should we get before? Oh, it smells like hair product. Does anybody remember the Got To Be UV activated hair gel from like the early 2000s? That is what it smells like. This is messy if you have facial hair. Okay, we're gonna put that on and we're gonna let that bubble up. I can't feel anything. It feels like a little bit tickly, but it's not like spicy bubbles, you know. It doesn't feel like anything really. It just feels a bit sticky. So glycerin and sodium hyaluronate and panthenol in here as well, just to help moisturize and hydrate. We've got some ascorbic acid in here, which is skin brightening. It's also an antioxidant. And then of course you had the carbomer and cellulose to help exfoliate with those little bits. Oh, now it's tickly. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Okay, now it's really starting to bubble. So I think the idea with bubbles in skincare is that the oxygen in bubbles like lift out impurities and lift dead skin. Not in this small capacity. I really feel like the bubble is really just a gimmick. So here we go. You see it all balling up. We get like these little balls that TikTok like to crap themselves over and call dead skin. Feels like dried out product. I mean, I don't feel anything. I don't feel like any stinging, any burning, but I keep my lips in pretty good condition, to be honest, so whilst just saying you're a little bit dry, they're not cracked or anything. I mean, I didn't have really bad lips before, and she didn't either, but if anything, they feel really dry. They just feel a bit like dry and sticky now. I mean, it's a nice way to exfoliate your lips. Is it necessary? I actually don't know. I don't know much about lip exfoliation. I mean, I really need a lip balm now. I mean, really, they don't look better. I didn't have the worst lips to begin with, and they don't feel better. They feel really tight and dry now, so I'm gonna have to keep applying lip balm for a while, but I just don't think it's very necessary. I think it's just a gimmicky kind of product that's fun to do, but for me, that was just like a bit of a waste of time. So no. Okay, let's talk about airbrushing on skincare. I am obsessed with these videos that are like, what single Asian girls do after work, or what Asian families do after work, and it's basically this family living in an apartment that's just full of really chaotic gadgets. Everything looks so easy and their life looks so easy and like machine led, but also just looks so chaotic, and like there's a gadget for everything, and I love it but also hate it at the same time. Like I want to buy everything, but I also don't want anything from there because it just looks like clutter. But there's one thing that catches my eye in these popular videos. They don't make an appearance for very long, but you'll see.
Watch what agents do after work.
Is that a foot? No. That tiny short little clip from such a huge long video is the one thing that always catches my eye. Now, I'll loop it here so you can see it for a bit. I bought one because I did. Now, from what I know, these aren't specifically designed cosmetics airbrushing tools. There really is no difference. They're just standard cordless rechargeable airbrushing tools. From what I know, just use pressurized air. Do I feel like there's a benefit to doing it to like this way? No, absolutely not. Maybe just it feels nice and it gives you an even spread, but I don't know. So let's give it a go. I'm going to be doing the toning stage. I'm going to take my Troy Arake Skin Complex formula and pour some into this top bit here. This is something I feel like I can already tell is highly unnecessary. Like no one ever needs to apply skincare this way. Ooh. And in all honesty, what I just poured into there is probably more than what I'd apply to my face anyway. So I'm looking for even coverage, a nice cool relaxing feeling and looking hydrated after. Right, it's on. So that's just air coming out now. Ooh. Don't open your eyes. Ooh. Ooh, I quite like that. I mean, my skin looks like I use a toner, right? And that was a nice kind of way to put it on. It feels a little bit sticky for some reason. It feels stickier than normal. I'm not sure why. Maybe there is something in here that I'm missing. I'm not quite sure how these work. Yeah, why am I sticky? That's weird. What have I used on my face? Nothing. Cleanser. That. Why is that sticky? Weird. I don't know. I feel like maybe enough didn't get on my face. It felt like it was clouding over me, whereas when I apply a toner to the palm of my hand, that's too much. And then pat over like this, it feels like it's doing its job more. You know, I could use the heat from my hands to help the product sink in and stuff, and it doesn't feel sticky for no reason whatsoever. And one thing I do like about using a toner is keeping it slightly damp, and then using my serums and using that slight wetness, that hydration to help the products penetrate more, and then you kind of get that dewy glowy look. And like see, that's so much better than what happened after the airbrusher, right? I don't really quite get the idea, and there's so much toner left in there. I feel like I use next to nothing in that. It feels like it takes ages to come out, and then you're left with like a sticky, wet, not even wet actually, not damp enough face. Really pointless, such a waste of time. If that was a specific cosmetics one that does something different, I don't see how it would do, then let me know. But to be honest with you, that just feels like and this is like 60 quid from Amazon. So it's not really worth it. Okay, the next one I can't demo live because I have to do it during the day, but I love these, and I'm cheating a little bit because this video didn't actually go viral, but I feel like it deserves to. These are Spot My UV dots. So these are UV dots. We have Spot My UV, which is only available in America. Then we have the UK version, Boots Soltan Kids Learn to Reapply UV Detection stickers. Both the same thing. This is a genius idea, but I do have some questions. So let's have a look at this video.
Magical patches tell you when you need to reapply sunscreen. This is what the patch looks like, and when you cover it with sunscreen, the purple should turn clear. I'm going to go ahead and test it out for you guys today, and apparently it's supposed to detect UVA and UVB light because it says it only works with broad spectrum sunscreens. Okay, so I'm outside right now. I'm going to go ahead and put on the sunscreen on the patch to see if it works. Okay, I'm gonna be using the Black Girl Sunscreen Make It Matte. I'm not gonna put it directly right now, but it says to not rub in when you put it on for about 30 seconds. So I'm just gonna swipe it on there. Let's wait 30 seconds, I'll be right back. Okay, it's been 30 seconds and it's looking clear, guys. I'm protected. And then you'll know when to reapply when it turns back purple. Alright, I'm back inside and I've got to admit, this is really cool technology. I put an Amazon affiliate link in my bio if you're interested. I just like that it tells you when you need to reapply. So you're not under applying, you're not over applying, you're using the right amount of sunscreen. Would I use this every day though? No, I'd probably just like use it when I'm at the beach or if I'm outside all day. That's probably when this is going to be the most useful for me.
Yeah, I agree. I have some questions. So first of all, Spot My UV on their website say it's the world's first clinically proven UV detection sticker that gives you a personalized reminder of when it's time to reapply your sunscreen. As you run, swim, sweat, and play, Spot My UV's patented Dermatrue skin mimicking technology interacts with sunscreen like your skin, giving you a clear view of sun protection in real time. So I agree with what the lady says, that it's not something I would use every day if I was out for the day or swimming, I don't swim, I don't know, or at the beach or something like that. I would love to know, it says it has like this Dermatrue technology that kind of like mimics your skin, but from what I could feel when I was testing it out on really oily areas like my nose and my forehead, it obviously can't mimic the oils in your skin, right? So when it comes to your skin, obviously things like sweat, these are sweat proof, they're waterproof, but when it comes to oils can kind of help break down sunscreen a lot quicker. So I'd love to know what's going on there. But as I said, I do really like these. There is a little bit of prep though that video and kind of hints at, but the product doesn't really. It takes longer than 30 seconds in my experience to kind of like make the product go clear. So you apply your sunscreen, then I would layer the sunscreen over the spot last and kind of give it 30 seconds, and then it goes clear. But it kind of took like maybe like a minute actually before it went clear. So I was just kind of sitting there in the sun, like making sure it was like, you know, going clear. I thought it wasn't working at first. I used my like UV detection mirror type thing to make sure that I was covering it properly, because I was like, what's going on? And then I realized you had to leave it 30 seconds and it worked absolutely fine. It's hard to test here in the UK, especially as it's cold outside. I'm not outside all the time, but I did do a good day where it went purple again and I reapplied. I don't think these are necessary, no, but are they a good thing just to help to remind you to reapply your sunscreen? Yeah, I think so, because, you know, I'll be outside in my parents' garden in summer and 4 hours would have gone by before I remembered to apply my sunscreen, because, you know, time goes quick sometimes. I kept this on my hand because it's an area that's always getting sun, you know, it's never covered. So to be able to see that constant reminder just on your hand, like, oh, where's that purple dot come from? And it reminds you to reapply your sunscreen, I think is such a good idea, especially the kids version. I think it's a great way to kind of like train your kids to reapply, and just for general safety when you are having like a day at the beach. I think this is such a good product. You get 16 in a pack with these. You get 8 stickers. These are much cheaper though than this one, but you're not going to use them every day. Like the lady said, you'll use them on special occasions. So I do feel like you get your money's worth with these. Really great idea. I just kind of want to know about the oils on your skin, because I know on my oily... Oh, I'm breaking out here. Has that been there the whole time? I don't know. I know that on my oily skin, the sunscreen definitely kind of tends to break down quicker than it would do on my cheeks, for example. So, I would like to keep one on my forehead maybe, like here, and see what happens if it does react with oils. I don't know. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed these products. I'm pleasantly surprised by the majority of these. No, I'm not. What? 2 of them are great. 2 of them were like, oh, okay, fine. Kind of useless, kind of gimmicky. But you know what? It was fun at the end of the day. Keep tagging me in these videos. I absolutely love them over on TikTok, James_S_Welsh. You can watch some more TikTok related videos here. Check out my new series, When Beauty Turns Ugly, here, and I'll see you over there.